Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how you can format the date using different formulas in Excel. We're gonna use two different types of formulas today. The first one will include the mid, right and left formulas, and the second one will include only the mid formula. Then after this video you can decide which one it will be easier for you to use in the future. So if we have the date formatted as such, using the first type of formula where we will use the right, mid and left formulas, we need to give in always first the date formula. So if we click on it, you can see that we always need to give in first the year, the month and then the day. In order to fill in the year, we're gonna use the left formula. We're gonna refer to the cell in which the date is included and then give in the number of charts, which is 4, in this case 2020. And then in order to give in the month, we're gonna use the mid formula. But however, you can see that it's slightly different from left formula. The difference is that we here have to give in the start number. So we refer back to our cell. Given the start number, in this case will be 5 if we count 2020 and then 1 starting number, and then the number of charts will be 2 as it refers to 11. And finally we have to fill in the day, and for that we're gonna use the right formula. It's very similar to left formula. You just need to refer to the text, which is our date, and then given the number of charts, in this case it is 2 as it refers to 21. I'm gonna close all of our formulas, press enter, and then we have here the date formatted. If you want to have the day, month and year and separate columns, then you just need to fill in these formulas separately. So for the day, we need to fill in the right formula, right, refer back to the cell in which is our date included, and then given the number of charts, which is 2. So we have the day here separately. If we want to fill in the month, we're gonna use the mid formula as given here, equals mid. We refer back to our cell, and then don't forget to give the start number, which is 5 if you count. And then the number of charts, 2. Finally, the year, left formula. Refer back to our cell, give in the number of charts, which is 4 if we count, and then close. And this way we will have the day, month and year separately. There's also another way to have the date formatted only using the mid formula. So we always give in the date formula, and then, as I said earlier, we have to fill in always year, month and then day. So when we use the mid formula, we always need first to refer back to our cell in which our date is included, given the start number for the year in this case will be number 1, and then the number of chars is 4. Thereafter, we have to give in a formula for the month, so mid, given the text, which is the cell of the date, starting number, which is 5, and then the number of chars, which is 2. Finally, for the day, we use back mid formula. However, now we need to count after referring to our date cell how we arrive at the starting number. So in this case, to arrive at number 2, we have to give in 7, and then the number of chars, which is 2. We close our formula, and then we have the date formatted, only using the mid formula. While here in the first type of formula we used left, mid, and right. So it's up to you to choose which type of formula is easier for you to use. And then I actually downloaded from the official website of Europe the dataset for COVID-19. So here we have the date. You see how is it formatted. We have here the day, month, year separately also. We have the number of cases, number of deaths, countries. So if we want to have the date formatted, we just use the formula as I explained before. We give the date formula. First we refer to the year. We take right, count how many chars that we have, and then mid, refer back to our cell, given the start number and the number of chars that we have. Finally left, to refer to the day, given the cell that we will refer to, and then the number of chars. In the description you will find the link to this dataset so you can try it yourself. And if we inserted the formula to one cell, we can just go stand on the cell on the right down corner until we have the plus, and double click on it, and you will see that we will have it for all the dates. If we go down, it's totally filled in. And then the second thing that I will show you, if we have the day, month, and year separately, how we need to format them. This is very simple. We just use the date formula. We refer first to the year. You see here D2, which refers to the year. Then we refer to the cell in which is the month included. You see here C2. And then finally we refer to the day cell, which is P2. And then double click on the down right corner of the cell, and we have it for our whole data set filled in. Another way that we can do it, I will copy paste some dates from here into a new sheet. So here, if we want to have the day, the month, and the year in an easy way, and very quick way without using any formulas. Then we need to select the whole column. Go to the tab here above Data, and then select Text to Columns. This will format our text into separate columns. If we choose Fixed Width and click Next, and then here we have to identify where we want to split our data. I put the first arrow after the day, and then the second arrow I put it after the month. If we click Next, here it will show us how they will split the data, and then we press Finish. As you here can see, we have the day, month, and year separately. So to recap, we have different ways to format the dates depending on the data that you have. If you have it all together and you want to format them into a nicer separate overview, then you can use either the left, mid, right formula or the mid formula. And if you have them as day, month, and year, you can use only the date formula as I showed you, taking first the year cell, secondly the month cell, thirdly the day cell, and then, yes, and then you have them formatted as you wish. And the final way to do it is when you have them formatted in one cell and you want to have them separately per day, month, and year, is that you use here in the Data tab Text to Columns. In case you have any questions or you face any troubles using these formulas, please comment below and don't forget to subscribe and like for more interesting videos. Thank you.